Starting. Hello, my friends. This is Dennis. Today we will have a unique stream because we will play one table. Let me fix this. Yeah, that's gonna be one table stream. I know. Just love it. I also actually. But today we have a great event. It is a 5K bracelet event 6 max. Starting stack is like 275 bigs. It is a lot. Estimated duration is like 11 hours. Brr, blinds. Actually, blinds 15 minutes, not like in the main. Yeah, but that makes sense. Structures. Still good. 600. 600 starting with 300 BX almost. That's a super solid event. I love 6 max more than any other tournaments. This year I played all 6 max in Las Vegas in 5K. I was in the money in 5K and 10K as well. 10K in Vegas was one entry only. Like that was a pre-sale. Great event. $600, bro. Already we have 1,100,000 prize pool, but we are definitely will have much more. Much more. But like we shouldn't think about money, right? We have to focus on the process and be in the process. So let's start the stream. And stay focused. Let's check who is in and selling shares. I bought 8%, 8.8 is my body. I don't know this guy. What? Cousin? I don't know him. Interesting. They put this thing here. Like, let's say he's put this option that he's gonna share his second bullet. I'm not sure that it would work. I mean, I'm not sure that they would re-entry. That guy just like having fun. Sold 1% for fun. He's a businessman. Why not? Let this word fucking charm. Yeah, I know her. For rich gamblers, Baby Shark. Popular Ukrainian content creator, which is created in Russian language. And like interesting. Who is buying? See? Daniel Peterson. Never like. By the way, someone's bought like all my shares and I don't know you, but the FXDI, like you just got everything. What I put on sale. Romanovsky. Oh wow. I would also buy a share from here with this markup, of course. That's just like that's a fantastic deal, I think. Fantastic deal. How it's going? No. I don't know. I didn't check his results. You know Roma? He's he started his challenge like from $10,000 to 3.5 mils because he has that 3.4 mils. Oh, now he has bankroll like 300K. But he played already 30,000 tournaments in 140 days. 30,000. Not kidding. What the? Yeah. He's the best grinder in the world for sure. Like, I mean, no one can grind like he. And I would buy any shares here. I miss that. Yeah. I would buy everything, of course. Like 101, like Roman, for sure. Instacall. I play against that guy a lot. Interesting, he's selling only 25%. And Martirosyan bought everything. Psycha Agramoran, I remember him. I think now he's playing cash games. Yeah, and like cash players just got his shares, like Viktor Kudinov and Alex Borovko. He's he is from MGDs, but as I know now, he's playing mostly on the only cash games. Paul Hong, wow, he's selling 50%. It's always interesting to check who's selling, who's buying. Oh, the Shaman, Alex Panikov selling 25%, markup 125. Mama mia. Vladimir Mirko 136. 136. Okay. So we're already on air, right? No? I don't see a chat. Oh yeah, we're on air. Good luck. Yo, hello. Good luck with 5K today. Thank you. Oh, let me open chat. Interesting. We have Alex on the left, Pedro. What the heck? What a table, bro. Is it real? I mean, like, that's a super tough table for this tournament. Mega tough. Like, we have like ex-professional, super high stakes cash player on the left who played a lot in deep stacks. Pedro, he's a gold. Alex, he's a gold. I don't know that guy. Never played against him, or maybe I don't remember. Probably he's professional player, right? Hello, my friends. Thank you for your support, guys. I'm opening no chats right now. What a table, bro. What a sick table. Okay, okay. That's gonna be a very interesting competition. So, yeah, it is definitely competitive table. Hello, Captain. All right, all right. Very first hand, it is Ace King. Okay. What options if he three bets? Like, I don't think that people calling much here. Mostly they three bet. All right, they folded. How many tables today? One. One, bro. One table. 10, 9, 5. Uh, I don't think that I checked this thingy, right? So we can check a lot. Oh, let's do like 30% check, okay? No, we don't have to buy all of them. We got okay, check raise, and we gonna call that Leonid Orman. Pick up a gotcha. So what we got here? We have flushes. We might have flushes. We have some sets. We might have some sets, right? Definitely we have straights and overpairs. Yeah, we're not going anywhere, right? And I think he's done here, but like what we do, I mean, like for him, that's very bad right now. I don't think that he ever have queen 10, queen 9, right? Or like I have all tens, nines, fives. So I have all full houses. He has only flushes and that kind of stuff. Well, he's still betting. Yeah, I can afford. I don't have to blow this. But like that's just funny stuff. We have so many good hands here and he has not many. I think I don't have any calls there on the river because like I don't think that he's ever bluffing there. Just a random guy. Yeah. Hmm. Jack wouldn't lead that. I think call is fine. Maybe even fold. Like King Jack, we have some beautiful runouts, so I just gonna call one. And also we can bluff on the river if hearts would come. He would check. But I don't think that he's checking there on this. I mean, he's supposed to check something, but like good luck, Dennis. When we will be more vlogs or videos on YouTube for love the content. Thank you, buddy. Vlogs, I don't think that we will see vlogs. Because like maybe next stop gonna be in Bahamas. All right, let me bat this one. So like in general, our hand is just best hand. We can lose only against ace jack, which is would be almost never there. We have a bunch of bluffs there. So he has kept range, almost kept range, and like I went for a huge bet, but could go smaller, but I don't wanna. That's the smallest one. I won a live poker tournament for 155K on Sunday. Congrats, bro. Boss! That's a huge one. Where it was? What it was? Sauce, people player. Enjoy your singular chill tournament today. Must be nice to focus and deep dive into. Good luck. Thank you, buddy. Okay, we have a bad and decent check raise there. Not big, not small. Five when I play that. Get them boss. Thank you. Probably that guy is Russian. I mean, because his name is Andrei. Not Andrei, but Andrei. Shit. I don't think that he's Belarusian because I think a Belarusian transcription would be different. So if it is true, we have 3 Russians here, 1 Brazilian and 1 Greek. And we have very humble bio here compared to those guys. Actually, that guy also has humble bio, but he has good results. He switched from cash games, I think, a few years ago. Mostly he's playing real poker, Pride, and etc. Pedro Lims, Andre Reyes to 4. Okay, 4 is okay. Like, not a big deal. You can raise 3.5, 4. I prefer, like, 3.5 to 6. But I think everything is okay. Jack 6, 7. Oh, it's gonna be check or buy. Check. 10 of hearts. I think three different options, right? Check. Still check or buy. Hello, Facebook. Sawadee Cup. Thailand. Hello, Colombia. I can open it here. Because we like streaming one table so I can speak with all of you guys. So I'm streaming for 4 platforms right now: YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Facebook. You can watch from mobile devices on Facebook because like I have specific vertical format there. If you want to watch from PCs, you can do it. YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. And if you want to watch with music, welcome to Twitch or Kick. And I really appreciate, guys, your subscribes, likes, follows, and all that stuff. That helps a lot. When you just click in one button, you're helping to the streamer. So we had like pretty normal stuff here. Like that was the block button on the river. They check. Andre three bats, not big, not small. Let's go, Simon. A7 off. Raise 2.2. We have a three bar. I think we can do low frequency three bar. Whoa. Three bar, four bar, open four bar. Do you have a backup with buying money on live tournament, your friends or partner? I sell to my friends shares time to time. Not like full backing. Yeah, but I have actually my one of my friends was like we worked together or like and he backed me for more than a year for but mostly for a high stakes cash. Live tournaments it is just like okay. Live tournaments is so random, guys. I mean, I don't play them much. No volume. It was MSPT in Cleveland, Ohio. I learned most of my skills from watching streamers like you. Flowers. Thank you, bro. Thank you for these words. I'm really happy to be helpful and congrats again with your best score. Okay. Raise big call, small call, check. Boring because they have the same man. 9-3. Alex raise big. 7-8-7 and 3 check. 3.1, interesting. That's not even a half, but like something like a bit less than half, right? Check 3. Hello, Korea. Good luck, bro. Thank you, Korea. 8-6-4. Did I post that on Instagram or no? I think no. Yeah. Well. Okay, let's play ace 5. Even 3 bots, we can forward or call. Mostly forward, I think. 8-6-4. Better check. We have no runner flush draw, so Yeah, I got a bad big. So let's say he has ace 10. What he's gonna do? Okay. New level. New level, bro. So we play for 50 minutes already. 15. Interesting. Like his sizing was 9, now 8. I mean, that's good. Like, yeah, adjusting, but just interesting. Interesting fact. Do you think you would achieve the same level of success if you transition? I can't pronounce that. I understand the word. To playing tournaments with the maximum buy-in 150. How I can have the same success? Success is random, bro. These fields are significantly larger compared to the high roller events you play, which often feels like the classic 180 max. Yeah, but like, let's be clear, the low stakes are much easier, so it just like at least would double my win rates. But like, and also like, but I don't know what kind of success I would have, but like, I'm definitely would have better results. But I'm not interested in that. Like, I'm not gonna play tournaments 150 and lights just because I don't wanna. I just don't wanna. See, like there is a mill maker. I can register it easily, but no, I'm not gonna do that because I told you we play only one table. Any other dice, no problem. How do you feel your edge would adapt to the high variance and different field dynamic of this low to mid stacks? Bro, I don't know. I play every single hand alone, like single hand. I'm not analyzing fields. I'm just playing. Bro, yesterday 12 left, 10 to go, day 2. 40 BB under the gun. Jacks. Open, no, I don't understand. Bro, you can't fold jacks. Like, I mean, like you raise and someone jam, right? You mean you want to all in with the stack? No, no, you raise call. That's a great hand. Guys, don't be afraid to lose unless it is opportunity. You have to lose, bro. You can't wait. You can't. You have to play. Oh, max. Oh, EV plus EV hands. If you skip and you think you will stay longer, that bad. Like you don't have to stay long in the tournament. You have to win it. All right. What the action? A raise, small bat, call, check, check, and the raise on the river. Wow, that's a great line. Yeah, he had this very small sizing there on the river. That's a strong line. But also, it looks like he might play more. Let's put this thingy on him. Maybe this one, and then we will see. I have some thoughts about that. Pedro and Andre. Alex calls. All right, we have like at least 3 Y, or maybe he squeeze. Maybe he squeeze. Oh, 4 Y. You don't like in general. You don't have 4 Ys like on this high level, but sometimes it is possible. Going queen 8. we can bet or check. Let's say bet 15 and check. So they check. Oh wait, you have to play very, 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 very careful. So like in on the button here in theory, his betting frequency would be super low as well. So like multi wise, you just play, you just always bet small amount, like you do low frequently everything. The same here on the door, I do just like 20% bet everything check. 22. Okay, let's bet it. So we can because of that 22, we go like for a small one. So I have some queen X, I have some small plays full houses, but mostly in this range we will have like mid pairs like kings, jacks, tens, erase. All right. I bet with my blockers. I have like if I would not have ace of diamond, I would never bet. But like my betting frequency would be super low anyway. Yeah. I represent like mid range. And I'm okay with that fall. 983. I think tens. This is the first hand to bat because like we need more protection. We go bat. We are big bat, right? We can go over bat there, but I think that's fine to go just very big bat. Just like if we over bat and we do that like with very low frequency. You check raise. What we do check raise. Check raise. So like if we three bat and she let's say jams, right? Or do something like this. We fold, but like I'm not calling that for sure. Cause like let's see how it I will explain to you. So he has like top pair, top kicker here to three bat or to check raise, I mean. And like I have to three bat like my over pairs, but like let's say if I have aces, I would be more happy with call than if we compare it to tens, because like I don't see many hands stronger, but I see a lot of hands with a great equity. So let's say he had like Jack 10 or Queen Jack, or even like when he has like just one pair hand, like King 9 or Ace 9, we well bet against them, well re-raise against them. Queen 9 7, we have one diamond. You could fold threes, but I think with that big blind, we have to play much wider. Queen 9 7, we can check our bet. Bet is a bit better, I believe, and I go for a bigger one. Right. Thank you guys for your support. Dennis, good luck in 5K. You take first place. Thank you. Dennis, that's one table. Yes. Could you open at least two tables? No. That's the plan. I gonna stream only one table today because it is event and I have a I have a plan, right? When we discuss all hands, discuss hands which I play, which they play, and many other stuff. So Leonid Race, Alex calls, check check. That's a good turn for Razor. Of course. Well, I don't think that Alex, like gonna surrender. Only because that ace comes. Small sizing. It could be bigger. I mean, that's not small, but it could be bigger. Like the effective stack is so big. So the problem, if we speak about like scary money or just like when you're afraid of losing, that's the main problem. Like even if you got lucky to reach like semi-final or like or final table, if you just sit, mostly you never win real money. Probably you will struggle to reach like a final table, and you will think that, oh, I'm so unlucky, I lost the flip. But in reality, you just like losing opportunities, and like every single blind is matter, and like, but you have to fight for every single blind. You have to find your way. You have to find those tricky three bars, tricky open raises, check raises, micro poker. Otherwise, it is very hard to win a tournament. Much harder. A6 Leonid. He limps. Do we want to raise against him? Yes, we want to, but not A6, right? A6 is just check in hand. He has a lot of weak 6x, like 6-4, 6-5, queen 6, whatever. All right, 9-6-3. We assume he check a lot, and he checked. And we gonna bet A6 close to 100%. I don't see why I'm checking, especially against this guy. So let's go big. He's never folding ace-x anyway, so we don't care about that ace, right? He's thinking about check raising. Well, I don't think that. Oh, he calls. Well, he just spent time. Then it's not great because like then completes 7-8, but we don't care about 7-8 really. But like there is a bunch of other hands like 10-8, 10-7, and like too many combos of 10x, right? He could have like 10-8, 10-7, 10 whatever 10 like. All right, check check. So that's a clear value, but maybe he's afraid of my 9 and he checking 10. He's supposed to check with low frequency there, but like I think in theory that's a clear value bet, so we do that. We represent like seen bluffs here and seen value bet here. As you can see, it works, and that's just a cooler. I don't think that he's ever folding that. No one would have folded that. I might like bet bigger, but I think that's fine to bet smaller because like I see his range like a pretty weak. Hmm. So I was targeting exact range, like in like also you have to think like what he think about your range. Let's say if it would be like Alex or Alex, I would bet bigger on the river or Pedro. Maybe I should play more polarized also against him. Anyway, EV difference would be not so high for sure. Yeah, jam. You never play jam jacks then, bro. Absolutely. If you will analyze that hand in like in any types of programs or just like you see how pros plays those hands, yeah, this is just a clear nuts and you are interested to open race with jacks and to get jumped by seven, sixes, whatever, tens or other hands. Ні, мене музика не відволікає. Все життя граю з музикою. Люблю музику. Музика це частина мене. So yeah, I love music. I have ADHD, bro. Nothing can disturb me. Dennis, focus. Thank you, bro. Race, call, small, call, lead. Range lead. What do you do against range lead, Alex? Against Alex? Alex raised to 10. He has to raise a lot, right? So 3 bets or calls. Call. Or maybe fold, actually. Not not many leads you can find out there. Like, no. Jack or bad. What he is bluffing there? Like 10-9, Jack 10, offsuited, right? Okay. Well, Alex calling, it is a actually it might be any king, right? And he re-raised with 8 and some bluffs. Boring. Queen 9. Let's go. Oh, we have a new player, yeah. Mm, yeah, we just like check this 100%. Point seven in 6.7. Very interesting sizing. Why I would use it? I don't know. Mm. Smells weird on this spot. King, do we lead anything on the king? Not really, so we try. Mm, 40. What is betting 40 there? Like some better 9x hands. Hmm. Yeah, we're not bluffing this end, right? We can actually bluff some pocket fives with clubs, I think. Runners, of course. But no, we don't bluff pocket pair, I think. No, we don't bluff pocket pair. Yeah, same. That sizing was sus, honestly. And it looks like something here, like, yeah, stronger 9, 10s, like good, like maybe jack, right? Maybe he always buy this sizing there, but I don't believe in that. Yeah, of course we call even like if he has that range. I was thinking about folding that, but just like still, this is a tricky hand. We could play a very, very good big pot, especially against this guy. Half of pot. I would say he should know that he could bet bigger there, right? That's also interesting why he bets half or half is a minimum. 126 bigs. Do you ever raise that? Let's say raise 10%. Raise. Never limply raise, right? Always call. Looks like he's raising. Okay, sizing, we're just calling. But let's just tank. We don't want to give extra information. But we don't tank. We just tank, right? 554. Do we have a leads there? I don't think so, right? So we're just gonna check. Of course, we have much more 5x than he has. So I would have an even like 5-6 off suited, and I don't think that he raising many 5x, right? He might raise some 5x, of course, but just not much. So of course we go for check raise and see the turn. The lower pair, yeah, we're losing against bigger pairs as well, but like we go for protection raise and whether. Let me check what he had. He's streaming. Hello, Facebook. Again. Six three. No. Limpot, check, right? Oh, he's thinking. He's queen five deuce. Let's go check raise, Pedro. Huh? Yeah, hard to find enough hands to check raise on the turn of the check, but you have to. Otherwise, you lose. Raise call. A lot of squeezes. Okay, he calls. Then 5-4. I don't. Yeah, like like small blind. I think could have like infrequently lead. I believe in here, I don't think that he has leads, right? Because like four, he has no four, right? Like almost. He has some, but not many. Okay, he bluffed me with king deuce. Alex had king deuce off when I had sevens there, but 3.9 and I check raise. He folded. How did I play that? Check. Ha! No way. Such a cool hand. Yeah, he had ace of diamond and he checked it and and that guy checked flush twice. Oh, ace what? Ace seven. It is a playable one. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. Raise decent through, but it could be. I mean, that's a good sizing. Actually, I think that's the optimal sizing. For this pass. Leonid the raise. Pedro. 985. He can lead with low frequency, I think. Like 20-30%, something like that. 20. Here, Pedro, he has bats. Like I think he could have over bats on like even small bats. But of course, it is just like much easier to say, okay, I'm gonna check raise all my values, so I'm gonna check. Here, the same, but like he's capped. Leonid is capped, right? So we have to use very big sizings there. Yeah, showdown. No, wow, what the heck? He raised king 8. Oh, king 8. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? He raised king 8 off from Kado in this. I don't know. King 8 off. Raise king 8 off. What a what a optimistic hand from Kado. Hungry blast, baby. Hmm. That's too much. Like from cutoff. Wow. What a level of confidence like you must have like to open race from cutoff here. Wow. I would play tighter, not wider, but he's playing wider. Wow. That's it. That's actually a big showdown. Big showdown. That's king 8 off from cutoff. Hungry 30 deep. 6 max. Like that's like a blunder. For sure. Hmm. Interesting. Like that's probably his like I don't know high level exploit, but like how he can exploit. Yeah. One of the best Brazilian player in the world, right? Maybe he think I'm overfolding and Alex overfolding. I don't know how many, what percentage of hands we supposed to overfold to open race king 8. Oh, there are. Yeah, multicolor. There's an influencer. Multicolor nickname, rainbow nickname. Race, call, chuck, bat, chuck. What he? Okay, I'm gonna check this and a jack. Okay, I see. He but check that straight draw and then they hit and check. We have jack down suited and I raise. We got one customer at least. We got two customers. But don't check. I don't mind to bat, but like let's say like 30 and less. All right, so this I would know. I'm not going in. Pedro. Do I ever check raise this time? That's a good question. I don't think so. Like because we have a diamond in control. So all right, we got it straight. How often I want to bat it? I would say 60-40. So 60 and less I will bat. 53 I gonna bat. What kind of sizing? In 53 I gonna go for a smaller. So uh this kind of range in their eyes, it is mostly something midcore, sometimes king. What we do here, we can check and like, but we can check raise. So we have a direct value, right? We unblocking king, we go for a bake, right? Like we polarize that. And that's easy to find a bunch of bluffs here in my range, right? Yeah, we play only one table. Only one table today, guys. We play only this event. King 7 suited. I don't wanna raise this suited hand. Like we don't wanna lose his weaker king X and weaker 7X. And also I have suited hand, right? So we don't wanna lose our suited hand against Limpro raise. He checked. Is there any signs of biting King 7? He's never folding A7, right? And he might fold some weaker king X. And Probably he's voting, but not King 8 he's never voting. So no sense in voting. We just checking. And now it is a good, very good run out because like we dominate a lot of his 7x. Like let's say he has like 7 8, 7 7 queen. But definitely he has better hands as well. But sizing is tricky. We might raise that. Okay, I kind of call, but uh, maybe a raise, bro. I mean, like theoretically, I think it is always a call. But like, okay, part of me wants to raise, but like, okay, I think theoretically that's always a call. We're gonna stay in the correct line, okay? Because like part of me wants to raise because of his small sizing. Sizing is too small, and we snap the river, of course. Oh wow! So it looks like he has a 7x, 9x. We know I raised that. All right, I was right exactly. You see, and I want to raise that, and I almost to raise that, and I would extract more value if I would raise. I'm almost there. I was almost there. So like we can return this color for him. If I would have this color, I from the beginning he had this color. If I would have this color for him, I would raise that. Because like he didn't play his range, right? Like he played just exact hand. It doesn't, right? Yeah, like see, like yeah, on the river I can raise that, but on the turn I was very close to raise because I thought, bro, he has so many draws and he's representing draws and like something like pair draws, but not like stronger. And that was a good read, but like then the other part of me, oh, bro, stay in line, then go. Yeah, but it could be like he bats small, then he has draws, and like he bought the river big. That's also like a good positive line, right? Yeah, bro, is that? Alex, there's a lot of three bats here. We want to play like a 7-4 student against him in position? Or he calls. I don't think that he has many calls here. Like, I mean, theoretically, you want to three bet much more often. But from what I saw from Alex, I think he could call more than three bet. But in my opinion, he's supposed to three bet more. So I'm gonna check that. Why I'm playing just 5K because I want to create a good show from this event for you. Oh, I'm not happy with that. Now I'm not bluffing. No, I'm not bluffing. Maybe he's bluffing, right? Uh, yeah, we just like it is what it is, right? It's so easy to overbluff if you Alex, but like also like I don't know how good is my bluff catcher here, but that's so easy to overbluff. Very easy, very easy to overbluff. Yeah, my bluff catcher is not good enough. That's very easy to overbluff. Very easy, super easy. Very hard to balance that. I think it is impossible. So I assume he is over bluffing here. Sorry. The hand with the hand here. I was speaking about that. So like I assume that he or bluffing here, but I'm blocking his bluffs. That's the problem. And like especially for this sizing, it may be like I think it is just a huge overbluff. That's it. But like I have very bad blocker, very bad. I'm blocking his bluffs, so don't call when you block his bluffs. But maybe he's only bluffing there. That's also possible. Because like sizing was unorthodox. Is this 1 day tournament? I don't think so. This is 2 day tournament. 2 day tournament, and so we play until the final table or level 30. It is 600. That one we play until final table. Level 30. Level 30. It is big blind 70,000. Mamma mia! Starting big blind more than starting stack. Here, Queen 7 0. Yeah, Queen 7 of clubs. You bluffed there. But like my hand is very bad to call there. I was not thinking about raising. I was thinking about calling, but not with that hand, bro. I would call decent bluff catcher, which is not, uh, which is not, blocking his bluffs. Pocket fives, we can 3-bet sometimes. But look, I don't want to 3-bet against him, you know? I think we just play in position. We can 3-bet, like, theoretically, maybe, like, it's super infrequently, like, but, like, against him, I prefer just to play in position, and that's it. You remember how he played both sides? Ooh. He's supposed to check a lot here, but he bets. That's not a good flop for him. We in position, he's supposed to check. And bet in general, it is losing strategy. I mean, theoretically. In my head, okay? In my theory. Jack 10 9. Do I check that? Yeah, you can check, let's say 15 and less. 94, we bad. But decent. You can choose any sizing, but not super small. Hi, Dennis. Hey, everyone. Good luck today. Let's make the final table. Thank you, bro. I think that can be a bluff. You had many king. Yeah, that was a queen 7 of clubs, so that was a bluff. All right. Action, Giga Action. 960. It is playable. We can three bet it. Do you want to three bet? Chat. Do you want to three bet? No, we can't fold it. We can't three bet. I would three bet without frequency, just 100%. Because I think he's overfolding against three. I'm pretty sure that he's overfolding against three bets. Like theoretically, it could be three bet with some frequency, but like if you feel that someone just like at least folding extra 1%, you have to three bet the 100%. Iron and good luck in 5K. Thank you. It's great that you just play one table at a special 5K bracelet event. Then we can say the way people think at such a big level. Thank you. Yeah, that was my plan. Thank you very much for your feedback, and I'm really, really happy to do that. 8-6. I can three bet. I think low frequently 67, 6-7. Let's call 6-7. When you have 8-6, you have to call and win. Okay, I call how we can win. Wink, wink for. Дякую, директор Макс. H6, we always raise that. Привіт, Вахомчику, дякую. A6 versus 3 bet, what do we do? We always fold. Use this. Let's go. This hand actually was invented to bluff with. Like you just like he bluffed his hand so many times post flop. He three bets. Oh, he folded. Well, he has like internet connection problem. Oh, sometimes it's sad, but it is very rare. We can use different sizings. I think deuces we go for a bigger one, right? Like, that's definitely good one. But we don't want to go like super big. We can go big. We can go bigger actually, but like 66 is fine. He has 69 bigs, and it is a blank card. We want to overbot that. Let's split. Let's say normal size and an overbot. Like let's say 30 it is overbot. 93. So like he expect overbots there, I think. But like maybe he's gonna exploit my sizing. Of course, we jump the river. We never bot. We don't have any bots except jump them. So like, see, I choose like the smaller sizings, but not super small. We had like 66, 75. And now I gonna overbuy jam, of course. So like for him, this is a different situation. Like with many bluff catchers, let's say he has jack axe, he check raise a lot with jack axe, and he has other jack axe. He's supposed to call two pairs. He's snapping, and like any jack axe without diamond, it is in different hand here. Yeah, he always thinking like when he's thinking about bluff catching, he always spend a lot of time, and I really respect that. I saw many times how he tank for a while and then call or fold. So this is just like a tough situation in this polar situation. You have to be very, very good in this. Like you have to pick up a very good bluff catchers and like skip bluff catchers like Jack 9, especially with diamond. Like so, like Jack 9 you fall, like, and maybe an Ace 8 you call, like, right? So let's see. 32 bigs in the middle, 55 behind, and I overbet jam there. Draw heavy board. We had like straight draws, flush draws, random draws. Not many value bets in his eyes. Because like I would bet bigger in his eyes with different value combos, right? You remember I bet smaller and the flop. Like I bet 66, but I could choose bigger. And I bet 75 on the turn, but I could choose bigger. Oh, wow, what a... So like I think those sizings trick him. What do you think about that? Yes. Yeah. I mean, I believe though. He blocked 6-7. 6 was maybe not so bad. But I told you like ace 8 would be good bluff catcher. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Curious about that. Maybe if I would go for a bigger sizings on the turn, he would fold the river. What do you think? Because my range would be different. When or where did you learn your current skills, or mostly just floating around from experience? Like when? Like in my life? Like I mean, I learn. Okay, if you're asking about any schools or something like this, no. I just I don't know. I've played poker for 18 years. I had coach like 12 years ago. You know, sometimes I speak to other players, but mostly I watching videos and analyze hands. Just analyzing hands. Watching videos, I mean like watching how other people play. What do you mean when? Like I don't know how to like I started like 18 years ago, and like everything you do, what you do is like step by step. Now it is much easier, bro. When we were starting, we had no options, like we had no programs, we had nothing. Like we just use our intuition and like experience. And now like you can adjust your ranges. Like you can just like analyze your hands. You don't have to like memorize them. You remember, you have to analyze. Just you have to analyze and understand logic. Like here, like why he's calling here. I assume like because like he is a bit confused. Like what range they use this? Like not really big sizings, I would call them, because like when we have really polarized range. So like when we had like polarized range on the turn, which we jump on the river, means like we had the same value range, right? We go for a bigger sizing, right? And like this is a tricky hand. I mean, in theory, it could go for a bigger, I think, but like, yeah, I choose this line. I'm gonna save that, and I will analyze that after. Like, I will add different sizings, and I will see EV and how it is affect his range. Не виспався? То трохи, нормально все. Але воно того було варто. Я вчора о 12 ліхав. Воно було того варте. Зазвичай я лягаю в 10:30. 10 іноді навіть. Дуже багато теревенили з дружиною. Як колись. Leonid raise, Pedro 3 bats, then bat and check super small. Good 3 bat. Very well played. Yeah, that's okay play. No worries. Like, I don't see any problems. But like, I love it. I love this 3 bat ace 5 off, especially ace 5 off, because like when you 3 bat, you see, oh, ace 5 off, maybe not so strong, but you don't want to. That's a bluff 3 bat, right? So like you 3 bat in ace 5, they fold in ace 9, ace 8, ace 7, ace 6, oh, right, that's kind of stuff. So, yeah. Very good 3 bat. Very good. Once again, he just like when he is raising, he just like biting small. See, like this is very very old strategy, right? Like see, like because like I mean, I assume maybe it's just like I'm result oriented, like because like I saw he did it already when we had 3 flush when he's supposed to check, but he bats small. Here, Jack King, that's not a great. That's very bad, I would say. Not very bad, but just like bad spot for him. Because like he's on the button, he has position, and he has also all the Broadway, all the hands, all. So like you want to protect your range, like I mean, I don't see problems if you bat, but just okay, I see what he's doing. He's bat and then check well, and like in 3 flush, I assume he also like bat with wide range there. Like I'm gonna put that. And this is only assumption. Maybe I'm wrong, but like you always like you see something when, especially when you play one table, you have like this information today bio and. And then you can use it. Good luck today, Dennis. Vamos. Vamos, bro. Обожнюю ці хіроколи на других парах. Всі так роблять. Я думаю, що мало хто так робить. Ну, думаю, що це був сарказм. Да. Крутяк. Привіт, я початковий гравець. Можеш порадити, що треба починати, щоб виграти і заробляти. Бро. Я не можу. Ні. Треба краще погуглити. Я можу тобі сказати одне, що заробляти покером дуже складно. Не тому, що там, типу, тільки там якісь розумники можуть, але просто теоретично це дуже складно. І на це потрібно дуже багато часу. І зусиль, і удачі. Uh, 10-9-4. 10-9-4. Yeah, we definitely bad, right? He's floating, Broadway is there. But what do you think about bigger sizing? Like fives, right? Pocket fives, he's folding pocket fives, pocket sixes, maybe. But he's floating Broadway. So like it could be, maybe we should bet even bigger on the FOB. So on the turn we have options, but I think bad is brings much more EV, much more EV. So here we target 67's 9x, and he's still supposed to call like Jack King sometimes. I mean, theoretically, or Queen Jack theoretically, like with some frequencies. And also, if we hit the flush, it could be a very big pot. Also, ace, like when you check an ace comes after you buy it, it would be okay. So, like, that was like, you can call it a bluff, but every single bite, flop, and turn was merged. Why he called? Because like he decided that I have too many bluffs there and not many values. That's why. He has connection problems. Well, or maybe he's playing too many tables. Too many. I don't know how many. Could be. I mean, the call from him with 8-6 was pretty huge, right? Maybe you would play queens or kings the same way, right? Like Jack X could fold those. What do you mean, Jack X? Yeah, I like Jack X would be better than 8-6, I believe. Uh, I think it is a tricky spot. You can come back. You can go back and think about that. The question not about river. River it is easy. The question what range I have on the turn. Because like I polarized river, but my range was not so polarized on the turn when blank came. So I think he just assumed that I have too many bars there. That's that's how I see the situation. You remember I was talking about that. I was speaking about that. I was explaining that I'm going with those exact sizings on purpose to put his range in the tough spot on the river, because like his range is gonna be wider, and like my range in his eyes would be much wider and less polarized. And when on the river you polarize it, your depolarized range, it looks like wow, bro, he's over bluffing. You get it? Oh, I should three bet actually. Oh, I forgot. I was thinking for about three bet, and then all right, next time I would three bet. Because like he opened race king eight, you remember? So we're gonna three bet wider, and, and that's a okay hand to three bet with actually. A bit widey, but ooh, I miss a great opportunity. Hello, Dennis. Just a comment for the deuces side and call with all this overbutting and aggressiveness in nowadays poker and overcalling bluff catching. Does it make sense to become a need? You're gonna lose everything. Thank you, Cypress. But like, this is just like counterproductive, right? Like, people trying to play optimal, and like, if you mean if you define need as a guy who's playing only nuts, so you will not be able. This is the worst. If you play passively and you play only good hands, this is the worst play style nowadays. So if you play like a maniac, it would be much better because you will have a chance. But if you play like tight and passive, you're gonna lose like this with no chance. People are not over bluffing or over bluffing in some spots. People over calling. That's true on the river in general. But it means that if you said need, like it means that you will not value bet enough. So you have to value bet. You have to do those thin value bets. Like in that scenario, you have to jam like Jack King off or value on the river. And I would have. Would you jam Jack King there? Then another question: would I have it in this line? That's hard. I might have if I will. If I would play more focused, because like my range depends. It could be very different. It just depends how focused I am. Ooh, what is it cooler? Yeah, that's just a cooler. Nine eight. I'm not three betting this kind. I could three bet if it is suited. All right, we get called. Baby got shot. Big sizing before the small sizing. He's not betting small, but he can bet small. Why? He can bet small. If he bets small or he check. So that's easy. I bet this 25% and check 75. 36 we check. Remember, I can bluff this, and if I bluff this, let's say also 25. No, 20. Let's go 20. So yeah, we check. We have a clip, I think, yeah. They want to check raise, guys. No, not this thing. But that's a bad clip actually, because that's not from the beginning, right? No, yeah, that's what we have only. Right? Because like it is very important to check this hand from the beginning. But the problem that you can you can do clip longer. That's why. I mean, that's not a bad clip. That's just like 1 minute clip because I can't. Uh, we spend much more than 1 minute on that hand. From the beginning, I bought. You can see that here again. So like I raise, he call, and I bet 66, 70, whatever, and overbet jam. How much I bet actually? 9.7 and 13.1. What the percentage? 9.7, 13.1. 75, yeah, 74. Same. Like old school Dennis, old school 3K Dennis. So we never fold now against him. That's a very strong hand now. Is it minus 134? Actually, 108. Yeah, for 1 month, bro. So as I said before, we're gonna three bet. I hope he's listening because like probably he's watching the stream and maybe I don't know if he's watching. That's for your keenate. I mean, that's a profitable three bet in theory. Anyway. And even for bots, um, I would give a high chance that he's listening to my stream because I just like literally said that I'm gonna three bet, and I'm gonna three bet every single time. Удачі тобі, Сергій. Ну, звісно, удача в покері дуже важлива. Але, як то кажуть, один день в покері це 90% удачі, 10% везіння, а один рік навпаки. Привіт, Бевс. Але це просто красива фраза. Ну, по суті, удача має велике значення, звісно. 8x's might be better than Jack X for him. Why so? Like, I jumped Jack X for well. Would you play like that with Jack? Jacks, it doesn't matter, bro. Jacks is just like 6 combos. Jacks, pocket Jacks, it's just like 6 combos. You have to think about Jack King off, Jack Ace Jack off. You have to think about offsuited combos. Don't think about sets. Sets doesn't matter in Texas Hold'em. Sets like brings zero impact. Like you don't even count them as a combos because it's just 6 combos. Like offsuited hand, like Jack King off, you have 12 combos plus suited hand, right? You have like 16 and plus 16 ace jack plus 6 ace. So you have 32 combos minus jack, of course. 62 what I said, right? 32 combos only of jacks. And you saying that like 8x is better than jack x. Like I'm not sure about that. Like the question, like how you see the range, like. But sad, it is only 6 combos. So like 8-6 blocks like set of 8 and jack 8 and 6-7. Yeah, makes sense. And like, and he also can say that I'm never bluffing 6 of diamond, which is unclear, honestly. I don't know. But mostly I'm bluffing, right? Yeah, I'm not bluffing 6 of diamond. So his hand is good to bluff catching. But it is question how many bluffs I would have. What if so there is a few questions, the same questions on the Facebook. What would be if they watch me live? I have a delay 6 minutes, so they will see my hands, but only after. King Queen. I don't want to three bet Pedro. I would three bet against anyone with some frequency, but I think against Pedro we just play call here. A6 this. Check. Absolutely, for sure. We're gonna call that. Not check raise. We have almost nuts. So like let's go. 6-7. So we have King Queen and the Queen of Hearts, bro. I see guys in chat. I'm always losing. Oh, that's so sad, bro. Hi ho, good luck. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it is a 4. What we bluffing? Definitely not this kind. We bluff like diamonds. We bluff like king 10, king 9. No, we don't bluff king 10. We have queen jack, jack 10 with hearts. Yeah, we don't have to bluff this one. Do we call that? Interesting. I mean, that's just like a bluff catcher. All right. Again, decide that, but yeah, maybe it is just like indifferent bluff catcher. It looks like a indifferent bluff catcher. I don't want to spend time buying and like if it is just even plus me, just gonna be I don't know. It's hard to understand the range. Very hard. King time. And we raise it. If he 3 bets, we can do things, right? We can 4 bet. If he 3 bets, we can call or even fold. 986, 986. Check or bet? King 7. Yeah, I can check that, bro. Block double. Yeah, I could bet, but already I don't want to. I could bet. I now realize that we have double colors with some frequencies. Of course, like I decided that I'm checking then. Queen is good. He check. Do we want to bluff this hand? Not really. We bluff weaker hands, right? But we still can buy with low frequency, I think. Okay, that's good. So that's gonna be a bluff with King 10, bro. Good luck, bro. Thank you, champion. I want to say that I'm very, very, very interested in this. Like, what about those suits? We got like hearts and diamond. And how often we buy it on the flop? How often we buy it on the turn? We check. Hey guys, bracelet. Actually, 2 bracelets. Ultra deep stack and no limit 6 max. King Jack of ba ba ba. Дали якийсь казино фрірол торнамент тикер для мене. Я не знаю. Я не знаю, друже. Нічого не знаю про це. Alright, a gun and a gun. We raise that. Ace queen 5. We check. We just check everything, bro. I check everything. Maybe that's not optimal. But 30 and less. Let's go in another three. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Ooh, overbuy. Wow, that's so cool. So he's polarizing his range and like he's ripping pocket threes, ace three, swap weight flush. Yeah, we're not folding, right? We have close to nuts. River could be interesting. I just want to open my notes on him. All right. Yeah, as I said, we had close to nuts here. We had the flush draw 9, but unfortunately his hand was better than mine. Balog bad over bad. Good, good. Interesting. I mean, very interesting in three-way. Not sure that it is theoretically works, but in reality, as you can see. But not many people would have something good to call there. Like, and I had very good hand. Nice music, thank you. Yeah, we definitely want to play this tricky hand here. Yeah, it is just like low EV hand, but like when it works, it works very good. Ooh, or maybe very bad, or maybe very bad because I have very good motivation to check raise here. So I will explain to you my process. So we have a oh shit. I just gonna fold, bro. I just have to release that. Or maybe like let's do okay. Let's do check raise 15 and fold. Okay. Because like in heads up pot, I would check raise that just close to 100, I think. Because like first of all, he's supposed to check with decent frequency, but I assume that his frequency would be bad frequency would be pretty high, key high, and like let's say he buys sixes, sevens, he buys like ten. Maybe he's not bad sixes, sevens, but he buys like tens, nines, jacks, queens. He buys like some runners and all that kind of stuff, and we just check raise him. And like he's folding those pairs. If he had like ace eight and he batted, I don't know, maybe he's not, but like he folding them just like we bluff in there, and we have like clear runouts, and we also blocking four of diamond, which is a very good blocker because we blocking the flush draws, which gonna call us, and like clear runouts, when we hit three or four, we very good, and we have extra equity with diamond, of course. I assume we will never jump a jack or king jack. Okay, so you know better than I about my game, probably. What I would do is jack a jack or king jack, in your opinion, fold or what? What are I supposed to do? It is a clear three bats value with king jack then. He has no a jack in theory. The best hand which he has it is a king jack with some frequencies. And no, and swap wise like two pairs or sets, but it is very few combos. So like what you do is the nuts like king jack. King jack it is a nuts, bro. Think about the board structure and equity. Low stakes cash games sets are the easiest way to print money. A regular play date ended. Yeah, but like, hey, then, man, I understand. Like, but like, it is easy. You said that, you said it correctly. Like, it is easiest way. Like, but there is a much more easier way, like, which you don't see, like, which you can see. Like, it is easiest way. What you can see. Okay, I decide, and I raise, and they're gonna pay me. And there is a bunch of others ways which people usually don't see. That's you see that, you remember that because it is a big pot, but that's not the money in reality. In reality, you're making money not from big pots, but like from smaller pots. Big pots, it is just big pots. big entertainment, especially in tournaments. Again and again, that guy just race, but he just never miscon. But I mean, these six dudes, that's okay to bad. Just like I'm observing, he just never missing. But I think his condition bad in position, not in position, just in total, could be like 80 plus. Wow, that's another good turn for him. That's interesting. He polarized, but not not totally. But that's not a good turn for him. He just like now he's rapping really strong hand. But the problem of that guy, he's supposed to check raise a lot, and he doesn't. So maybe he can bet with wide range, and he's always folding there or close to always. Maybe like calling only with 5x draws or something. Pedro raise Bianchini. Is it Italian surname? He's from Argentina. 3y 8 queen. Child. Maybe he can lead there. What do you think about that with some frequencies? Pedro check and a lot of checks on the button. Should it be? He bets small. Okay. Good. 8-3. What a nuts, bro. Johan calls C14. Calls Orman. Leonid Orman. 4-8-4. High frequently bad there, right? Check. Check. After check, Jack looks like a very good run out for a checker who is a raiser. Good. 4.5. It's gonna be 15.7. 6. What they bluffing there? Alex bluff. You have to have a diamond if you bluff. Like 10-9. He has no 10-9, right? Queen 10 offsuited with diamond. And like you need diamond so badly there. So we have high frequently check, right? We check a lot. Should it be big bats in general? Not small like this. This is just a half of the pot. I don't know what to do with that. I think we just overfolding against that sizing. Because that sizing looks weird. It just like looks like absolutely exploitable sizing. But we don't know. Like that's definitely exploitable, but like in which direction, I don't know. I assume that's close to 100% value bet. Що це за цифри? Це рандомайзер. Допомагає мені приймати рішення, коли я хочу рандомізувати свої рішення. Типу, хочу 20% чек рейс, наприклад. Я ролю 20 і менше погнали. I hope, guys, you enjoyed this show. And if you really like it, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a content creator, full-time content creator. In all your kind of support is very important for me. Thank you. 5 versus ace queen and flop 5 ace queen. Yeah, but that happens. Nothing you can do. If you have ace queen, you have fives, you're in, right? You can't change anything with that in that spot. So don't think about that. Good luck today. Thank you. Thank you. And I big pot 7-3 shipping. Let me check this with you. So that was a limp pot. Okay. He chose to bet. Okay. It would be infrequently bet, but that's okay. But he bet pot. All right. But we already over bluffing, right? But yeah, that's why he just surrendered the river. Yeah, that's a pretty easy play for Pedro there. Чому у тебе немає мітки на Аврору? Я думав, що ти із сильним реєм. А яку ти хочеш на нього мітку? Чи я так пам'ятаю все, що він робить. І Педро так само. It would seem to me you would have to win small pots often, which sounds difficult to pull off. Yeah, because like our brain will be focused and concentrated on the big pots. That's our nature. But poker definitely not about big pots. But like we feel like, dopamine, right? And we have to avoid that. Let's print TV. Yeah, bro, let's do it. I played there like 500k hands. Wow, half a million. I realized that bluffing there is minus. I'm not speaking about bluffing. Like I'm speaking about just like you can value bet thin, right? The most important rule in low stakes against fun players it is you have to value bet. You have to value bet, bro. You have to value bet. Don't be afraid to value bet. Він, по суті, єдиний складний собі. Та звісно, ні. Ну, типу, Педро це просто мега зірка. Чи є ще хтось, хто може Арсену відкатити? Та всі тут на поляні. Я не згоден. Бараков гарний гравець, але він прийшов в турніри нещодавно. Та ні, є дуже багато прям неймовірно сильних гравців, просто космічно сильних гравців, які сильно краще розуміються як на ACM, так і на чіпі. Та ні. Те, що він розумний, гарний гравець, Аврора, це 100%. Він реально крутий гравець, але ж просто складно порівнювати з елітою турнірного покеру. there are many people of Italian descent in Argentina. Yeah, so probably he's Italian, right? Italian from Argentina, Argentinian Italian. Nice guy. Has a ring. That's so cool. Педро один із найкращих бразильських гравців світу. А навіщо це мітки? Типу, що це означає сильний, не сильний реак? Що це взагалі дає? Мені не потрібні ці мітки. Я абсолютно не розумію, навіщо вони. Жодної корисної інформації. Це ж не кеш. Кеші тобі потрібна ця інформація для розуміння вінрейту. Виключно. А в турнірі тобі вона взагалі не потрібна. Що хтось грає там краще, у когось вінрейт краще. Це нуль інформації. Pretty easy flop. And pretty hard for him. Very interesting how it goes. Nothing interesting. I'm wondering what he is back. Oh, we had a dynamic. I was hoping to dribble him again. Okay, we have new target pretty soon, I believe. We have subscriber here. Hello, Lee. Good luck. What just happened? Raise call small. 8-7 small. Check the ace. Wow. Yeah, with the plan to bluff on the river and overbet and he calls because he blocked his second pair. Makes sense. And he's done blocking his bluff. That's a great bluff catcher. But there is one problem. There is no bluffs there. А Петро крутий чувак. Дуже класно за ним спостерігати, як він грає. We can learn a lot from that guy. And watching how they play and learning from them. People asking how I learn. I watch how they play. I play against them. I'm trying to understand them. And I learn from them. This is my best teachers, my opponents. Alex raised to 2. I'm not a huge fan of those hands, but because I'm cash player, I'm gonna play that. Good. Let's have a flop. 9-7 deuce. We have a piece, and he used pot sizings big, I think. So it's gonna be high frequently check. Should I be or big sizing? Okay. Here, I think I can check with low frequency. Let's say 25. Okay, so we're gonna bet 88. We're gonna bet. Let's go 3K. Let's go 40. He still has better hands there, like 9x pocket pairs. He might raise. Also might bluff some. All right. Oh, he has connection problems. Wow. I watch his stream. He's in a hotel. He's in a hotel room. I don't know where he's exactly, but somewhere in the hotel. First of all, we'll give him a time, to reconnect, because that's how we do. And yeah, if he would be in sit out, I would call Queen 9. In fact, the vast majority of surnames in Argentina are Italian. And the accent is similar. Saludos desde Colombia. Hello, Colombia. Step of knock. King 10. Why I want to 3-bet? Because I have aggression inside of me. I want to 3-bet. I'm not gonna 3-bet. But I wanna. Really. Maybe I shouldn't. Sometimes just something inside of me telling me, let's go. Let's go. No discipline. I'm super, super tight and passive. No, no, no. Check, check. Bad bake. Check. Hello, Germany. Thank you, Patrick. Bad bit. Oh, wow. So pot and overbite. Almost pot, right? Oh, no. That was overbite, right? Yeah, exactly. Overbite, overbite. And like on the river, overbite is bigger than on the turner. Wow. Yeah, his range is capped. I mean, Bianchini, and he has to call something, but that's very hard, right? When you double check, it's always hard, bro. He, yeah, it was overbite and overbite after your double check. His range is capped and weak. That's a good, very good sizings by C14 or Johan probably. Mm, I That's not a real name, right? His real name is Simon and Adrian, right? Adrian, and he's Italian. Chuck, 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 chuck. Seven deuce. Ha. Seven deuce. Never lose. This time we have to surrender. Queen deuce. Queen deuce better than seven deuce. Indeed. Small sizing. Fold. Three baht? No, cool. Okay. Small sizing. Not small. Like 40. Like, if you just give automatic sizings to the Joy Wizard, but this not this version, like previous version, would use 40 quite often. Check. With no reason actually. Because if you just like try to find the better sizing, it would be definitely not 40 in this structure. Yeah, that's a good spot over by jam, of course. So big blind has like, all right. Didn't expect to see set of fives honestly, because like in my opinion, it is check raise with high frequency. But like a very interesting fact about his sizing's 40, I think it could be exploitable. I'm gonna save that. It could be exploitable. Very exploitable. Or maybe I'm just tripping. I saved it then. I will analyze it then. Totally. Like I'm really interested about how often you check raise fives here, why you use 40, and also if you use 40, maybe he use pretty narrow range. Should we check raise fives always? I think so. Like from my angle, I think he's 40 here, not range, but I might be wrong. So like I saved that to check the optimal sizing. I will add like three types of sizings and I will try to find the best one and we will see. Because I don't think that you range bet 48.65. And like that guy with sizings, it's just like very interesting to navigate like through his sizings, right? Just like I think we have a lot of information in his sizings. Or maybe I'm wrong. So it's just like better to save those hands and analyze later. Kine Sama, we can bat or check. That seems a good idea. They gonna attack my bat with very high frequency. So like I think theoretically we could use different sizings, but my plan it is to bat smaller. They gonna attack my small sizing and I extract more value from his wide check raise. Right. Alex raising. 53 behind 20 on the big blind. Check 8-7. I assume that Alex gonna buy that with very high frequency, close to 100. And he's sizing, telling us that he's betting 100%. 3, that's a blank. And that's a good opportunity to split sizings if you're Alex. You can go for polarized sizings with bluffs and serious value bets, or you can go for depolarized sizing, like with your mid values and some bluffs. Snap check by big blind. That's a good window for Alex to add there. He has some 10x, but not many actually. Not many actually. Like he might have like maybe pocket tens when he's checking. Maybe some random ace ten sometimes. I'm not counting suited hands. I don't care about that. So not many, but it looks like a good window, good spot, like to pull the trigger because like your opponent on the big blind checked into his run out actually. What was your biggest poker tournament win? Around like roughly 400k. My scores. I had like 3 big scores, and all of them was close to 400k. I don't remember exact numbers. I can check it for you. So like 371,800, so 372,000, 379,000, and 337,000. Would you say it's easier to win a 109 tournament with 500 people than $25 with 3K people? What do you mean? What do you mean easier? What does it mean easier? Easier. What the definition of easier? Like in this case, like you win it much more often, or field is so soft and you can beat it with higher frequency. So field in $25 would be much softer, and like theoretically it would be easier field, so it would be easier to beat. But like the frequency of exact win of tournaments with 500 people would be much higher if we compare with 3,000 people, because like just like 3,000 people, it is much. It's like 6x more. So like you have to win more flips, you have to win more Owens. All right, Jack. So Alex 3 bats. What we do, we play probably. Okay, Pedro 3 bats. We definitely play. Ah, they all folded. They fold, we win. That's how we do, bro. Uh, you said always get the last 30, but never to the final table. When you play top 30, it is different poker, absolutely. 3 tables, 2 tables, final table. It is absolutely different poker. You have to learn how to play it. It is absolutely different poker. So like you have to learn like how to play it. It's like you, let's say, before you play like football, and like in top 2 3 tables you play basketball. Like I mean, that's just like you have a ball, but like it's 2 different games, just literally different games, and you have to understand them. You have to learn them. separately. You don't have to think about, oh, I lost something like flip. No, no, no. You have to win those. You have to play that small poker, low ball poker. You have to understand ICM pressure. You have to put pressure on some players, and you have to overfold. Sometimes you have to be very, very aggressive. So very light, very tight. You have to switch gears every single hand. You have to understand the concept. You have to learn it. That's a different game. So you have to learn as a different game. That's the most skill in tournaments. It's like your win rate, what you win in at the beginning. Those pots, those chips, they worth way less. Check three. Actually, like we can do everything what we want. Like I can afford, but like I think we can do everything what we want. It depends just like how we see that guy play. I think he's on the tighter side, so like we're not gonna play against tighter guy here with check three. I could three bet that, but like also like he is on tighter side, so in my eyes. It's for suited. So what we do, if we three bet and he jumps, so like if we three bet to 6, do we have enough ICM to fold that? That's a good question. No, probably we go like this. So like 23 bigs. Okay. А дамочі не ставку робив? Ні, я не робив ставку. А я би ставив на Невеса, як би ставив. Але я думаю, на нього буде коефіцієнт дуже поганий. Тому б не ставив. Просто якби без коефіцієнта, то я би ставив на Невеса. Якщо з коефіцієнтом, то ні на кого. Невигідно. Ooh, small 3-bet. Okay. Interesting why he used this sizing. That's a smaller sizing. I don't think that he used it on purpose. Just that how it goes, right? Or maybe. Let's see. Because like in my universe, it is too small. 50 bigs effective stack, like 7.5. Yeah, see, that was on purpose. That was on purpose. That was very good hand sizing. I assume. Because like, see, 50 bigs, he used before like out of position, bigger sizings. All right, we have 2 new players at the table, and I have pocket aces. Gonna raise them. I use bigger sizing because like we have deep stacks there. Only guy on the big blind has 20 breaks. I have aces, bro. Let's go bigger. 965. I can be tricky and check or bad is also good. But I will check. I like to check like that. Like I don't check kings there, right? But like if I would have like let's say, all right, I don't want to say that. But like that's how I like to play those structures. Like I want to check some good aces and like maybe swap play, maybe raise. We can do both, but I can swap play. And let's see how it works on the rebound. He check. I don't have value buys there, bro. I'm losing against 9-8 suited, 6-5 suited. So let's check it. Bye. Let's say like this. Shift it. But you lost money, bro. Why you check the river? You lost so much money there by checking. I'm telling you, he's on the tighter side. Any other lines, and I lose more with aces. Ricky Danes. Just the luckiest streamer, I think. Boom, 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 boom. So why aces are good, like because you don't afraid of any runouts, you don't afraid over cars, right? Like you are totally protected, and you can define your checking range, right? Like you can easily call if you want, or just call raise or whatever. It depends on runouts, it depends on sizing, so you can control the diamond position, and they can like you know uh, they can push you, on you too much. Like you just like call like because this structure looks good for them, right? And they could go crazy. They could exploit you. They could just like, oh, what the heck? That should be only suited Broadway. Yes, only suited Broadway. I see only suited Broadway though, because like the stack sizes. Yeah, for him it is easy call, but I think that's always suited Broadway. Nothing more, nothing less. So they cracked our aces. Nothing new, but we still here. We have more than starting stack. So yeah, like let's say if I would have kings, I would bet with very high frequency. If I would have like tens, right? Yeah, where is that? If I would have tens, or I would just like bet with 100% frequency on the bottom. So it's just like depends how many overcards to our overpair we could have. That's pretty old concept. Maybe Sower would use it a different way, but I'm not young boy, you know. You sleep well. Aren't all the hands going through your head? Uh, Super rare, but yes. Only when there's just like I had like really high pressure, like very big final table. Yeah, I could have dreams about poker. But in general, I'm sleeping well. Yeah, I don't feel much pressure from poker. I feel excitement. I enjoy. I rest well. I spend every single evening, or almost every single evening, with my family, with wife. So yeah, I don't have nightmares. If I have nightmares, but that would be not about poker. Oh, we have a big pot. What happened? Nothing really happened. Then is I've just knocked Roman out 22 or half hyper. Wow, it's crazy. I mean, how he can play everything in the same moment? Did you see that site? Like, I mean, he has like 300k right now in his bankroll, and he's playing so many tournaments. He already played 30,000 tournaments in 140 days. He's a legend. He is a legend, bro. That's like from $10,000 to 300k in 140 days. Very stable graph. And he's playing like from $30, like, or I don't know, maybe from $5 to $5,000. Incredible, right? And he's doing great. Mr. Bahdanov. He's from Bulgaria, right? If I remember correctly. Raise call. Squeeze. Squeeze is good. Yulik. What is jamming range? Like king, jack, suited, plus. Queens. That's pretty easy. Queens. It is part of his jamming range. That's not a jack for sure, because it is a green. Big blind and pocket deuces. Huh. Pocket deuces. We hit a set with deuces today. Once. Bianchini, if he jams, we fold. If he calls, whoa, what do we do if he calls? That's sick. We jam or what? No, that's weird. No, we jam, right? I want to jam that so badly. Probably I'm gonna call that. I don't know. He still has so many pairs there. I would jam Broadway, suited Broadway. I would jam a lot. This check was magic. I would have bad bake with aces. Why would you? Like, there is no reasons to do that. All right, guys. I don't know about jamming preflop here. Still, I don't wanna. I don't know. If it would be small blind, of course, I would jam with more pleasure. Or let's say it would be a raise call call. Still, he has too many pocket pairs there in his calling range. That's the problema, bro. We can decide that hand and we will think about it. It's much easier to jump Jack 10 suited, right? Than pocket deuces there. And Jack 10 suited would have much more EV because he's folding his broadways. But he's not folding his pocket pairs. So it's just like I want to understand what kind of pair we should jump. I think sevens, sixes, sevens, like sevens probably. Why is only one tournament? It is an event. It is a bracelet event, 600, 5K bind. So it is very interesting. And it is a unique format. I like this format. Exclusive, I would say. Race to 2, pass. 28 bigs. 4 minutes until the end of this level. See, if I 3-bet, he jams, we supposed to call. So I prefer to call and call against wider range. So like, let's say I call and like that guy maybe squeeze or that guy squeeze it. That would be amazing if that guy jams, right? And that guy falls. All right. They all folded. So 8-6-5, we have no runner. He's supposed to check a lot and he checked. Do you want to bat? There is no sense in batting, in my opinion. So because like when we bat, in general, he's calling ace queen, ace king, but he's holding weaker ace and weaker jack. So we check. Queen is good. Queen is good. We have a lot of queen x here, like king queen, for example. We could have even ace queen, but very, very rare. He has ace queen, king queen in his range as well. I think that's just like totally fine to fold against big sizing here. Not much we can do. So I could three back call pre-flop as well. But like I think like when you have on the left side, we have 20 bigs on the big one, like we can just like overcall there and they jam and we call they Broadway. They jam all Broadway. During your career, had you lost that level of money at some point during a similar period? You mean $100,000 or what? During your career, had you lost that level of money at some point during a similar period? I'll, if you speak about tournaments, of course, every single series I'm losing 150,000 dollars in like few weeks. That's the process. You can see my graph if you're interested. If you speak about tournaments in cash games, my losses were much higher, of course. So you can put this graph, right? So you can see that's not a new one. Okay, new one is here. I remember I refreshed it, but like, yeah. So better to check this one. So you see, like I had during if we speak about tournaments, see like 800k, bomb 600k almost, right? So we lost 200k. Then like peak 1.2 millions, 1 million, we had lost 200k, and now we had like 1.4 millions, 1.3 millions, so we lost 100k. So we have to lose at least 100k more, right? To build a nice, I don't know, picture. Can you speak more about the average when you playing and how you adjust your game about to the moment, especially what you do? I don't understand. Sorry, bro. Can you speak more about the average when you play on how you adjust your game? I'm telling you almost all my thoughts. I don't have any specific strategies or unique adjustments. They are not exist. Uh, I'm just playing every single hand. In I'm telling you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about ranges. Of course, I can't describe everything because, like, it is undescribable. Like, it's just like it's impossible to describe because, like, you don't have much time or words to describe that. But like, it is just the game range versus range, equity versus equity. That's it. Assumption against assumption. You see fly cash? Almost never. Привіт, хорошої гри. Дякую. Так, один турнір сьогодні робимо. So we back on track. We have starting stack now. That was a huge one. He calls pre-flop, right? He called, right? Uh-huh. Wow, and he bluff catch on the river with ace 7 there. Wow. Yeah, you might think that he's over bluffing. I mean, that's very, very wide bluff catch. Very wide, like for this situation. Because, like, he has straights, he has full houses, he has like ace jack, might have. I mean, yeah, that's pretty wide. But still good if he's over bluffing, of course. Maybe he knows something about him. I'm not big specialist in this kind of things. I just like trying to play my range in this particular spots. So we're gonna play our range. We have ace king and 50,000. That's just like literally starting stack. And you know what to do with ice king, right? If someone like, I don't think that he's our three batting because that guy has 11 bigs. I think he just jamming most of the range. Queen 10, we bite call against. Do we buy jam or we buy call? I think we buy jam, right? Because like he has flush draws, he has like weaker draws like Jack 9 and all that kind of stuff. We bluff catch with weaker hands. Like this is too strong. Oh, especially when he jam. All right, 37.37. Oh boy, that's end. Alternative was to fold pre-flop, and that was alternative. But we earned a lot of money here. Unfortunately, we lost to hand, but like we earned a bunch of money. If they bust us, we will re-entry for sure. But we have a good chance to double up, triple up. And my best win rate comes from Hungry Plus BB and 10 minus BB. So I have great win rate in this stack sizes. But I have bigger in Hungry Plus. He raise, we call. He folds, he jam, we call. He jams. I call not this one. You have to think, but just like I don't think that he has many jams there. Hello, Latvia. Thank you very much. Thank you for everything. King deuce, we fold. Nine four. Weak sizing. Ludovic. Unique name. Hey, deuce. He just entered. New stack, new life. Hi, good luck. I won my first ever tournament on Natural A today. Sauce, congrats, bro. Interesting line, right? Check, check, bet small, raise small. Then, as he's explaining, his hand plus also when other player play. And that's what I'm doing, yeah. All right, let's go. Good equity. I had good equity. So they correct my aces. They correct my ace king. And they just correct my queen jack. I mean, all right. New table, new life. Good hand. Yeah, we just raised to 2. Cool. Would be cool. Okay. That's not cool. Ace King 3. Should we buy it? Or what? I don't see any reasons to do that, right? Of course, we can range buy, but I'm not interested in that. What are you doing, brother? He's betting big there. Ace King 3. I don't know why. Queen 7. It is close, but fold if he jam. All right. Not so bad. We spent second booth. Second bullet here, and we have starting stack right now. 70 minutes until the end of the registration. First, we had very interesting hands there, and we got some very good spots post flop. And when we had a hand, we mostly we got value, but then they correct aces, then they correct ace king, so we lost 2 times, and we lost something big, I think. No, we didn't, and then we lost Owen, right? So maybe this entry will be better for us. Let's wait. After 17 years in poker, I realized something strange. Poker is not really about cards, guys. And it's not even about money. Poker is about fear. Over these years, I've been through everything. Upswings, downswings, sleepless nights, million of hands, emotional swings that make absolutely no sense to normal people. I turned 65 bucks into more than 4 million. But honestly, the money is probably the least important thing poker gave me. What poker really did was teach me how human nature works. At some point, I finally understood the biggest key to success in this game. And the funny part, you know what? It was always right there on the surface. The problem is simple. Humans feel loss stronger than gain. And that makes perfect sense. If you lose a finger in the wild, you can't just win two new ones tomorrow. Our brains were not designed for risk, they were designed for survival. That's why we have those self preservation instincts, right? That's why fear exists. That's why people naturally avoid danger. And that is exactly why most people lose in poker. Because poker rewards behavior that goes directly against human nature. People come to poker to win, right? But play to avoid losing. Think about how often you hear this. Yeah, but that's just a flip, better to avoid it, and I'm probably behind. Oh, I will find a better spot. He always has it. The flash got there, and so on. Your brain is consistently trying to protect you. And the crazy part, in normal life, your brain is usually right. But in poker, this instinct becomes a trap. Because in poker, you almost never need 70 or 80% equity. If you only put your money in when you are far ahead, you know what? You will lose in the long run. The moment the hand starts, there is already money in the pot, antes, blinds, dead money. Which means the equity we need is usually below 50%, sometimes way, way below 50. Think how absurd that sounds. Mathematically, you are often supposed to invest money with less than 50% chance to win. But your brain still screams, no, dangerous, wait for something better, bro. And that instinct would be genius, but in the wild. In poker, it becomes a disaster, especially in tournaments, because around 80% of tournaments players lose. And that's not a flaw in the system, bro. That is the system. One person wins, everyone else busts. We sit down in a game where losing is default outcome. And while spending the entire time trying to avoid that. That's the paradox. Poker does not punish you for losing. Poker punishes you for being afraid to lose. And the strangest rule of this game is this: to win, you must be willing to lose. Question for you: do you know any good Latvian poker player? Ponyakov, yeah. I'm not sure, bro. We all know Ponyakov, so 5 minutes, 3 minutes actually. Level 11. No, 5 minutes. Wow. They're all back. Mm. Yeah, of course, I jam against him. Question: how is possible that a player with 1,600 earning is in heads up 500 dormant? That's possible. Why not? Yeah. Was the problem? He got lucky, or he just created an account. Oh, I know. Like because of the WSOP, a lot of people they register to GG Poker and like they play here exactly to play WSOP series. So they create account, or maybe they play cash games, or whatever they play. Why not? You didn't have to have like there is no policy, right? You have to have like at least 1 minute to reach a heads up, or you're not qualified, bro. You know your winnings on GG Poker is too low. So sorry. It could be many different reasons, but that's unusual, of course. But in WSOP, that's what you can see because like people they play. Let's say like even if he's like from US and he just like decided to he wants to play WSOP and he went to different country where it is legal to play on GG Poker and bam, he register account and play. He has real name for sure. I mean, I'm not watching that heads up, but they have real names, right? You can check him. You can track him if you want. Can someone tell me what happened to Romeo Pro? Roma, he spent too much money and he has that like 3.5 millions. I think less now, but like still. And he started from $10,000. Right now, his bankroll like around 300K, or probably less because like he's spending some money anyway, and like 8-7, big blind. I got a call against race. Yeah, he has a lot of jams right now. So when he's raising, his range is just a bit weird, right? He doesn't have this mid part. Actually, that's a very good structure for me. Yeah, he has like King XO, but like it is very good structure for me because like his range is, as I said, without mid part, which I raise for sure. I don't I don't expect many folds. I think his folding frequency would be around like 15. All right. Ace is not good. He has a lot of ace X in his range. He jams some of them, of course, pre-form, but still he has them. I don't think that I can afford that bet on the turn. But his range is unique. Oh wow. Hmm. I'm not folding, right? Yeah, let's just call it. All right. uh, we had decent equity, 2 4 17. All right. See, we had like 8 7 5, 2 4 17. Easy peasy. Of course, I never fought with these odds, but I don't have to just check jam during turn. I don't think so. I could do some maybe. I don't know. That's weird. And actually, I don't think that he's. I mean, I don't know whether he followed or not. But I realized my equity was very good chance with very good potos. Like I paid 2 for 17 with 6 plus 4 with 10 outs. Як ти думаєш, чи треба щось придумати на фінальці чи систему? Та все чудово. В сенсі нема. Ну так треба ж правильно розраховувати час. І, ну, тому і прикол, це ж є шаховий. Це найчесніша ситуація, найчесніше, що може бути. Не існує більш чесного. Hey, good luck. What do you say on do and stream playing low stakes tournament? Would be very interesting to see the reads maybe after WSOP. I don't feel motivated for this, honestly. Interesting hand because like he had the absolutely unique range because like 11 bigs, 20 bigs, he has a lot of jams. Yeah, I'm gonna create a new account and win 750 from first game. Yeah, but you have to know that you can have 2 accounts, right? Just in case. Because like if you will create multiply account and then you win 750,000 as planned, you will get nothing. You will get banned. What are the odds? The same. What the difference? Like the same, like for everyone. Absolutely the same. Very low. But you don't see people like in heads up of big events with this number of winnings every single tournament. So like it just I see result at the end. Oh, I saw something rare, and then I just put my attention into. But it's just like super rare, and it should be super rare, and you see that super rare. So what's the question? Is it possible? Of course, yes. Do we see that often? No. So pretty simple, right? Great streaming, brother. Very enjoyable to watch. Thank you, thank you. Nines. It is a great hand. So we're gonna put everything in the middle. Actually, he has some faults, like, but in general, he's calling. All right, kings. It is a calling hand. Have some runners. Oh, hmm, six. Actually, it could be six. Oh, it is a six. Oh, that was so professional, Dennis. Yeah, I told you I'm very good in shot stack. Okay, no complaint. Bull digging 3 bars versus Julian. 22 behind. Queen 5-4. Small sizing, right? Yes. A lot of check raises still. Like top pair, flush draws. Yeah. Great. I'd love to see it. Like, I don't know what he has, but I'd love to see it. Queen 9, aces. Makes sense, makes sense. But like, I think Queen 9, it would be better to call. Because like there is still some, oh wow. So I cracked I cracked his kings with nines and he cracked his aces with queen 9. And they cracked my aces and ace king. Everything getting cracked. Привіт, ветерок. Привіт, друже. 774. 3-1. Check, check, check. Some leads here. A lot of leads here. Decent amount of raises here. Like a lot. Like 20%. I don't know his range. He's creative. Some lates probably. Because like if he like I don't know his range, but like he definitely has some flushes there and he has way less flushes than he has in his range here. He still has full houses, whatever. Yeah. And I was right about both, right? Like but yeah, that was a good hand to raise there. And that's just a Sikula. But he would not raise like grand of flush, right? I believe like he would not raise like Jack Queen. He would not have it, but from pre-flop. But that's a different story. Mm. Everyone got cracked because 9-8 suited on turn had better equity, I think. But who cares? It's just like poker, right? That's the main feature of the poker. Like, if you have better equity, it doesn't mean that you're gonna win. Otherwise, it would be different game. Hey Dennis, what do you think? The three most important things that need to be learned in order to significantly improve a level game in online tournaments. Good luck, bro. Pre-flop. First, it is a pre-flop. Second, it is understanding of sizings. Understanding of day sizings. I mean, you have to understand their ranges. And ICM pre-flop. So like pre-flop, like, but bro, like in ICM, like significantly, you have to understand that you have to how you supposed to play if you want to improve your game significantly. If you have like, let's say, I don't know, decent win rate, like let's say 7-8 BB per 100, like, but not great win rate, but you still have good win rate. Thank you for water, or like, I mean, on the mid stacks, it would be just decent win rate, right? And like, but if you want to earn real money, you have to improve your ICM. You have to learn ICM almost every day for a whole life. That's the most important part. What you're supposed to fold, what you're supposed to three bet, what his range, what your range, how this stack affect your stack, like what a bubble factor you have there. So here, like, I don't know, like, what do you think about this? But like, this is just a GPV, slightly ICM, but we don't care about this ICM. So I would jam always. Like, that's also, you have to understand why. So how you analyze that? Ignore this. Like, the guy folded, we jam because we jam. He's folding better ace X. How many better ace X he's folding? Bunch. Like ace 3, ace 4, ace 5, ace 6, ace 7, ace 8 suited, right? And then like people folding like offsuited, like ace 9, ace 8, ace 10, maybe they folding, right? So you just like you jump that over the, let's say, ace 5 suited, right? So like ace 5 suited, maybe you want to call sometimes, maybe jam, but ace 2 suited you want to jam because like it is real, like it's very hard to realize equity out of position. Of course, it is much easier to do with suited ace, so that's why you jam ace deuce off or three bet ace deuce off. But like also, like if they call you, you have the same equity. If you have like, let's say, if you jam ace, why you don't jam ace 10 suited, right? Like you have to understand that you jam ace 10 suited, they fold king 10, so that's very bad for you, right? So it is better to jam jack 10 suited and call ace 10 suited, and you have to understand that concept. But and from every position against every position in every situations, and you have to understand when you three bet or you three bet jam what they fold in, or which hands will dominate you, like, and they fold them, and like so, and they folding some hands which you dominate. You don't want get extra folds from hands which you dominate, but also you want get folds from hands which dominate you. So like you have to understand that concept. Here it is very hard, honestly, very hard. I don't know what to do because like his range is unclear, absolutely. I gonna fold, but like I don't know what to do because like 7, 19, 18, unclear. 6 on the river. That's a skill, not luck. It doesn't matter, bro. Like in general, you generate. I played like with the good hands and I lost, and I went all in with the worse hand and I win. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely outcome just so random. You have to understand that variance close to infinity. So like you just generate positive EV and wait what's gonna happen. Can I cash cam rack make 300k less than a year? What the fuck? 300k. Almost no one has this expectation in the entire world. 300k, yeah. Some unique people have this expectation, but very small percentage of professional players would have this expectation. Like I would say less than 1% of professional players. Less, way less. Success is always cash players, tournament players. That's like only unique people would have this expectation. If we speak about like if we speak without bonuses, without anything, just like real profit expectation, very small amount of people. I don't know people who has a 300k online expectation. I mean, I know some people like, but I know them they exist, but like I would say I don't have friends who would have this kind of expectation. And I think in cash games it's just close to impossible. Maybe impossible even. Like even if you are the best player in the world, you just will not find. In private games it is possible, but we're not speaking about private games, right? We're speaking about public games. 300k, bro. What are you talking about? No, it's zero chance. I think zero chance in cash games. Zero chance. No way. Mm. Not even like small amount of people, but just maybe zero. Back in the days, of course, that was easy, but now only private games. That was a big pot, right? Race call 3Y. Check. He leads, right? Udigin calls. Then check. He swap away his trips. And then he check, he jam. And here we go. With bonuses, maybe some ones who really working very hard and playing all rooms in the world and maybe in tournaments like clear EV 300k. Of course, people like Roma could have, of course, like, and if they would grind like for this kind of with this amount of tournaments, and yeah, I can find some people who could have this expectation in tournaments. Cash games, that's impossible. Savas. And back in the days, 5 years ago, everything was just totally different, right? You could not find like people with very high expectation in tournaments, and you could find a lot of people in cash games. Now everything is changed. If we speak about really big numbers like 300k, what the fuck, bro? In tournaments, it is real, but it is real only for small percentage people, like Vladimir Minko, for example. This guy. But also, like to have this expectation, you have to have like at least like few million bankroll. Bad run, Dennis. Bad run doesn't exist, bro. It's just like we never have bad or good runs. We have just okay. I'm lucky Jack. Always blocking something. Feels weird. Ace 9. It is open jam. I mean, it might be a race call, but I prefer to open jam like Ace 10. We just raise because we open jam a lot of Broadway pocket pairs here, and we just like protect that range. That's the last hand which I jam with Ace here. We jam small pocket pairs, some suited Broadway, and this hand. All right, nice hand. But if I raise, let's say he jams, I call or something. Like if he three bets, if he three bets, that could be interesting. I would call probably. Well played, Vladimir Minko. See, that's why he has 300 plus expectation. That's gonna be last bullet, last available bullet in this tournament, and we will try again. Maybe this time we can spend more. This is the maximum in this tournament. Yeah. Let's go again. Not only me entering right now. Yeah, of course, people will register until the end of late registration for sure. It's a great tournament. Amazing opportunity to win a bracelet. And it doesn't matter how many chips you have. We all have the same chance. Like you have like 100 bakes, I have 12 bakes. We have the same chance almost. Maybe like 0.1, whatever, like 0.000% higher chance to win for. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I know Espen. Great person. Great personality. He's 5'4", we're always bad. We range bad. He has no ace X. I have some. He has 0. He jam all of them. So I bet for value here. But like I bet my range. I don't have 6-7 probably. I have maybe a few combos, but like not really. I don't think so. Queens we still value bad. We value bad. We just like bad. That's what we do. Bad jam. That's a very high hand here. So he has no ace X. He has a bunch of 5x, 4x, 8x, some king high. Like let's say king 7. And we jump for value. So of course we're losing against some strays or two pairs, but small blind against big blind, we have very wide ranges. And like he has hands like 5-6, 4-6, 4-7, 8-7. It would be 9-3 of spade, or maybe like 9-10 of spade. This kind of hands. He has to choose. All right, that's it. He outplayed us with 8-4, and that's the end of our WSOP 5K 6 max. Sometimes we had a good hands, sometimes we had a bad hands, and we played them max value. I think Ace 9 was a great play. You just like, we can check it if you wanna. And the Queens, we just well bad there on the river, but sometimes you lose. Nothing you can do. I got lucky there. We lost 15K today and no cashes tomorrow. So today my plan was just to play one tournament. I don't want to play any extra. And my plan was to speak about hands more, much more deeper, and like maybe discuss other things. Unfortunately, we spent 3 bullets even without reaching end of light registration. But that's what happening with me quite often during this WSOP series. But this is just the beginning, guys. We have a pretty sick number here, 118K I lost. But that's roughly what I expect for. I thought like I gonna lose 100K in this very high chance during like first few weeks. We can lose 100K more during next week or something like that, or maybe we can win something. We will see. About tomorrow, I don't know. I will decide maybe at the evening because I was not sure that I'm gonna buy tomorrow. Let me check those bracelet events. So we have like a Million Maker, which I already played 3 times, and I can maybe I can play tomorrow. But I don't have like a uh, special events tomorrow. But uh, we have a special event on the August 27th. Okay, we will have day off tomorrow, and I'm gonna play this one for sure. Oh yeah, see you day after tomorrow, right? What's the question? GG Danas, love your stream. Thank you much. Can't NL 500 rake make 200 3K in a good year. In a good year, you can have a bajillion, but that's a jackpot. Of course, you don't have expectation like that, even close to that. Like, that's impossible expectation. 200K, what are you talking about? What is your win rate like? 10 BB per 100? Bro, you don't have much. I mean, 5 BB per 100. No one has 5 BB per 100. Like, only super bomb hunters, like, who plays like 20 rooms and like, no, that's unreal, bro. Like, what do you mean 200, 300K? I don't think that you have 100K when you play 500 and now 500. How you can have 100K expectation? Maybe with super, I don't know, bonus system, like it should be, and you should be top, like real top, like and you will have maybe 100K, but I don't think that it is real. I don't think that 100K is real expectation. But like 200, 300, what are you talking about? You can win, like, but we speak about gambling. You okay? Then is won like more than $1 million in a year, like playing tournaments, just like starting them like 15 months ago. And it means that my expectation is 1 million. No, I think my expectation like around nothing, close to zero. At least it was. And I made $1 million. Arenas, last time I was watching the stream and you had 200K bankroll and you said it's just poker money. Now I see minus 100K. What happens when the bankroll hits zero? I will deposit. I have more money, bro. I want some money in poker. But I have right now, with all registration, 175,000 left on my Digibroker account. You can see that clearly here. 175. So, but we can add. That's no problem. But I don't understand why I supposed to, right? I had 250, I think. When I started my challenge. Now we have 175. Or maybe 280. I had 280, right? When you buying at the start, you got the average stack. When you rebuy, you got 13 bigs. It's really worth it. But of course, it's worth it. You're like you have almost the same part of the tournament. Like so many people already busted. So like that's a huge EV. If we want not huge, but it is a good EV. I have no rake, bro. Hey, if you have no rake, it's just like you printing money there. I have good win rates there, especially in short stacks. My short stacks win rates actually the best after my 100 BB win rates. So never give up. Yeah, why I would give up? At least you had all those tickets for 5K. Yeah, I won them. I don't have them. I just won them. What has been your single biggest win in a single tournament? I had like 3 bus cashes close to 400K. 390, 380, 360, something like this. And one of them was this year, and actually 2 of them I had this year. Yeah. Yeah, I finished second in GG Millions at the beginning of the year, and I ended on the 6th place in 1500 phase event, and I got like 390. No, I didn't complete all those challenges. I started one, and it is expired on 320. So I made 320, and it is expired. And there's the one I started with 400k, and it is expired on 350, I think. So I made like, let's say 600, 700k from those challenges, and I started a new one to make 500k, and I lost 180 right now, 118. I don't think he's using 5 ticket. He's what do you mean punting? I just spending my money. No, 5k tickets you can use. This is for main event. You can use them only for main event. Punting. Don't be so jealous, bro. I can't afford that. I earn those money and earn them in poker, so I don't see any problems with that. Because like when you say punting, it just like it sounds like you're jealousing. That's it. That's how it sounds. Sound not jealous. Гарного дня, завтра буде краще. Дякую, друже. GG. GG, guys. That was a great stream, and we learned something new. I have some good screenshots. So, see you next time. Take care.